If you're sending emails from System IO and they aren't reaching inboxes, this means your domain isn't authenticated. What happens is you build your funnel, write your emails, hit send, and your subscribers will never see them. Sometimes the emails will go into spam, and sometimes they just don't get delivered at all. This is because email providers like Gmail don't trust your domain yet. And until they do, your emails will go nowhere. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to fix that, step by step, inside System IO and with my domain on Hostinger. We'll cover the DNS records you need to add and how to verify they're working, and a few other things that can still block your emails even after authentication is done. Like confirming your sender address, making sure your domain has an active website connected to it, and what to do if your records are still showing errors inside Hostinger. Before we get into the steps, here's what you need to have ready. First, you need a System IO account. Any plan works, including the free plan. Second, you need a custom domain. I'll be using mine that is hosted on Hostinger. This will not work with Gmail, Yahoo, or any other personal email address. It needs to be a custom domain. Third, you need access to your domain's DNS settings. I'll cover that in a moment. And fourth, your domain needs to have an active website already connected to it. This is one that people have issues with. If your domain leads to a 404 error page, email providers can still block your emails even after authentication is complete. Let's start inside System. Log into your System account. Once you're on the dashboard, hover over your profile picture on the top right corner and click Settings. In the left sidebar, select Emails. Scroll down slightly and you'll see a section called Domains. If you've never done this before, it'll say, it looks like this list is empty. At the bottom of the section there's a link. It says click here to authenticate your domain and display its information in your email header. Click that. This pop-up will appear. This is where you enter your domain name. You do not need the 3 W's, just the root domain. So if your domain is yourbusiness.com, type yourbusiness.com exactly like that, then click Save. Once you have clicked on Save, you will see this pop up. You can close this and refresh the page. Your domain will now appear on the list with a status of pending. On the right side, you'll see a DNS settings column. Click the eye icon in that row. You need the 3 CNAME records and 1 text record. This is your DMARC record. These values are unique to your account. Do not copy them from anyone else's video or screenshot. Yours is going to be different. Keep this pop-up open or take a screenshot of it because we're going to use every one of these values in Hostinger right now. We are now going to move into Hostinger. Log into your account. On your home page, select the website that you are working with. Click on Dashboard. On the left, under Website Name, go all the way to the bottom and select Advanced. And go into your DNS Zone Editor. Scroll down a little bit until you see the box Name Servers. This is where we will enter the records. From the scroll down, select CNAME. Head back to System IO, Domain Authentication Instructions. This is where people will make their first mistake. Look at the name column for the first CNAME record. It shows something like SI166 11251.easygamersetups.com. You only want the part before your domain name. For this, I will only enter the part that comes before the period of my domain name. I'll copy that number, head back over to Hostinger, CNAME, name, paste that in. Heading back over to System I/O settings, you'll want the value or the target. Copy that. Once you copy that, you will paste it into target. In the System I/O help page, it says, a Hostinger needs a period at the end of this. You no longer need to put a period at the end of this. Hostinger will take care of it automatically for you. After you have that, select Add Record. And you will see a pop-up that says DNS recorded successfully. We are going to do the same thing for the other record. Select Type, CNAME, head back over to System I/O. For this one, for the second CNAME, you need system io1 dot /domain key. You do not need the domain name for this. Select copy, under name, paste it so that it says system io1 dot /domain key. Next, we'll get the target. The target will be key1.system.io. Copy that and paste it into the target. Then you will add record. Check to make sure that the pop-up says DNS added successfully. For the third CNAME, we will do it again. CNAME, name, and it will be similar to the first System io1 CNAME. System io2 ./domain key. Copy that, paste it under name. You'll now be ready for the target. Copy key 2, paste that under target. Then you click Add Record. When you are done adding those CNAMEs, scroll down, make sure you have added all of them. Now we need to add the DMARC record. This one is a text record, not a CNAME. DMARC is the layer that ties your email authentication together. It tells receiving servers what to do with emails that fail authentication checks, and it sends you daily reports about your domain's email activity. These reports become useful later when you're monitoring deliverability. Go back to the Type drop-down in Hostinger and select Text this time. Under Name, you're going to copy this, the /DMARC. And you're going to put it under Name. For the text value, you're going to go back to Settings and you are going to copy this. You're going to put it inside text value. You can replace the email address at the end with an address where you want your DMARC records sent. I'd recommend creating a dedicated address just for this. These reports arrive daily and there can be a lot of them, and you don't want them flooding your main inbox. The P equals none part means you are in monitoring mode. System recommends starting here. It means the system is watching and reporting but not blocking anything yet. This is correct for where we are right now. Once you have that copied over, select Add Record. One important rule here is you can only have one DMARC record in your DNS zone. If you already had one from a previous setup, delete the old one and keep only this new one. 2 records will break authentication and the errors are harder to diagnose. Confirm the DMARC records appear in your DNS list. You should now have 4 records total, 3 CNAMEs and 1 text. That's everything that system needs from Hostinger. Now let's verify your CNAME records are actually working. In a new tab, go to DNSChecker.org. In the search box, paste your first CNAME. This will be the full one, including your domain. So it'll look something like this. You will paste the full name into the search box. In the drop-down, select CNAME and select Search. If you see green check marks across the results, your record has propagated and you're good. This is what we're looking for. If you see a mix of green and red, or something showing red, don't panic yet. DNS propagation can take between 24 and 48 hours. That means the record exists but hasn't spread across all servers worldwide yet. This is completely normal if you just added these results in the last few hours. Come back in a few hours and check again. If it is still showing red after 48 hours, that means there's an error in the record itself. Go back to Hostinger or wherever your domain is hosted at and check if the field name has only the prefix without your domain name attached. Repeat this search for your second and third CNAME records. You want green on all 3 before you consider this step complete. Don't move forward with sending emails until at least the propagation window had passed and you've confirmed all 3 are green. For the DMARC record, we will use a different tool. In a new tab, go to MXToolbox.com/DMARC.ASPX. I'll put the link in the description below. Type your domain name into the search box and click DMARC lookup. A successful result will show a green row that says DMARC records published. This means your record exists and is readable by receiving servers. And that is what we are looking for. You will likely see 2 warning rows as well. First says DMARC policy not enabled. This is expected. We set P equals none, which puts system in monitoring mode, not enforcement mode. This is the correct setting to start with. You can ignore this warning. The second warning that may show up will say something about external domain validation for your RUA email address. If you set your DMARC report email to an address on the same domain you're authenticating, you can ignore this too. However, if you use the Gmail or other personal email address in the RUA field, you'll need to go back to Hostinger, edit that DMARC record, and replace it with an address on your custom domain. Gmail addresses in the RUA field create a validation issue that can affect your reporting. As long as you see that green DMARC record published row, your DMARC record is in place and working. Now that the domain has been authenticated, we need to confirm the specific email address that emails will be sent from. Email authentication tells providers that your domain is legitimate. This step tells System.io which address on that domain is actually authorized to send. Go back to Settings, then Emails. Scroll down past the Domain section. You'll see a section called Verified Email Addresses. Click where it says, "Click here to confirm your email address." A pop-up will appear. This is where you enter your email address you want your contacts to receive emails from. For example, info@yourdomain.com. This must be an address on the domain you just authenticated. This cannot be Gmail or Yahoo. Use your custom domain address and click on Save. Now go to the inbox for that email address. You'll receive an email from System.io with the subject line, "Confirm Sender Email Address in System.io." Open it and click the confirmation link inside. You'll land on a confirmation page with a single blue Confirm button. Click on it. Then come back to Settings, Emails, Verified Email Addresses. Your address should now show a status of verified, just the word verified with no symbol next to it. If you see verified with a warning triangle, this means that you've used a Gmail or Yahoo address. It may still send, but your deliverability will be significantly worse. Add your custom domain address and use that instead. Before I wrap up the video, here are some of the most common mistakes I see with setting up the backend, and exactly how to fix them. The first mistake is the CNAME field includes the full domain. It should only be the prefix. So it should be SI942517, for example, and not including the .yourdomain.com. The second mistake is having two DMARC records in your DNS zone. You can only have one. Delete the old one and keep the new one. Third is using a Gmail or Yahoo as your sender email address. You cannot authenticate a personal email provider. You have to use a custom domain only. The fourth mistake is your domain has no active website connected to it. If your domain leads to an error page, email providers will block your email regardless of authentication. Connect your system, site, or funnel to the domain first. The fifth mistake is skipping the sender email confirmation step. Authentication and sender confirmation are two separate things. Both are required. And the sixth mistake is status still showing pending after 48 hours. You will need to contact System.io support with a screenshot of your DNS records, and they'll identify the issue. If you've hit any of these, go back to the relevant step in this video, fix it, and give DNS another 24 hours to propagate. Now your domain authentication is complete. You will have 3 CNAME records in Hostinger, a DMARC record set up, and your email address confirmed. Your emails now have everything they need to reach inboxes instead of disappearing. Next up in this series, we're covering how to connect your custom domain to System.io using Hostinger, and how to verify everything is pointing correctly. If your domain isn't connected yet, that's the video you need. Subscribe and hit that bell notification so you don't miss it. If this video saved you time or a headache, hit the like button. It helps other System.io users find it when they need it. And I'll see you in the next one.